Hello, my big dog lovers. Today is a special day for me and the doggies. After work, everybody's kind of settling down. They were a little bit active earlier today. Well, actually, Rain was kind of cutting up today. He was being a little bit of a butt, as they say. Well, the reason why I say today is a special day is because my other half is with us today.
Good evening, all.
Hey, Jenkins, what's going on? You're the first. You're the first. Yes, you are, Jenkins. Nice to see you again. How are you doing today? Hey. So today it's me and my other half. My wife is here with me. So I think we're gonna tag team a little bit. Awesome. I'm glad to hear that you're fine, Jenkins.
It's good to see you. Love the wave. A lot of times, I guess what we'll see how this goes. But what we were thinking of is that people ask a lot of times what we feed these great big dogs, and I think that my experience with even our little dog is like we've had her for going on 11 years now, and I think a lot of her health and longevity is because of the things that we are. It's very windy. Okay, so we may have to pause and get some audio help. It is very windy right now, but we'll see if it gets any better if the wind dies down. But we get a lot of questions about what we feed these dogs, and I really think quality food matters. And quality food does not mean name brand. Quality food means the ingredients inside of it. And just like for our health, we want to look at what keeps us going. We want to have a good balance of the things that our dogs need. So we definitely want to make sure that they're carnivores. We want to make sure they get protein, but we want to make sure that protein is, it's windy again. Protein is the primary ingredient in the food that we give them, and that the percentage of protein is I know a lot of times people say over 16%. My experience has been that I aim for, hey baby, my experience has been that I aim for over as close to 30% or higher as I can get, just because they eat a lot more. My experience with cheaper food or less protein food, just like with us, is that if you do that, more protein means you get full, and it doesn't take as much to get you full, just like us. So with our dogs, we try to make sure that we have quality protein food that we're giving them. We do give them snacks and treats, but we're very mindful of when and how we give the treats.
Man, yeah, this wind is it's gonna be tough today. We may have to get the microphones with the little fuzzy things to break some of this wind off. So if anytime you can't hear us, just let us know because
And we can repeat it. Like the wind is
yeah.
coming and going; it's not consistent. But the really power pack protein foods. There's a lot of different foods out there. They all claim all kinds of things, but really you have to get to the percentage of protein and the first three ingredients. Those are the most prevalent in the package, and I want to make sure that those are some type of protein. We've had dogs that really prefer more of a. They have kind of a meat allergy, so we went more with the fish. We have some dogs um, that just prefer the chicken, and we do the chicken. Rain is a little bit of an enigma. He likes everything. He tries to get the senior food that our little dog eats. He tries to eat the joint support food that our Rottweiler eats, and he eats his junior adult food. So he's a walking stomach. He eats everything. So we are very intentional, not only in what we feed them, but in how we feed them.
Yeah.
We feed them in their kennels.
Yeah, I hear the Mrs. Clear. She knows what she's. Paul, I'm gonna tell you, man. The wifey does all the food. I mean, she's the one that does all the research for that stuff. I'm more of the kind of let's go play. You know how dads are. Dads are all about the play and not the serious business. So, JJ, DJ, what do you think about American bullies? Well, I mean, I don't know what wifey thinks about them, but I think they're great dogs. I've never owned one, and I know people have that fear of bullies. Um, Sorry, the sprinkler system is turning on. We have to turn it off. But you know, I mean, I'm happy with the Rottweiler that we have and the Connie Corso and our little mutt that we have.
So our daughter is an animal lover through and through, and she like hates hearing negative things about any specific type of dog. We have met some really great bulldogs as well. It's not about the breed. I mean, you have to do the research and know the breed you're encountering, but we love dogs. We
Rain.
just love dogs. And my
Hey,
thing about it is it matters what kind of training, and you have to set them up for success because what you put into them is what you get out of them. And if you set them up for success, you can have an amazing, loving, caring dog. My cousins have two bullies, and they're just the sweetest. Like, they definitely add an element of protection, but they are the sweetest dogs, and they'll follow you. They'll do whatever you need them to do.
yeah.
So I'm
Hey,
definitely go ahead.
let me jump in real quick because Jenkins, you've been awesome on a couple of my streams. So I appreciate your coming in and visiting us. So I hear you. You're a small channel too. So if y'all are want to branch out and see some new people, check out Jenkins Plays This. This person is in the comments. I'm sorry, Jenkins. Are you male or female? I'm so sorry.
So we don't want to.
But I want to male.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So if you check out his channel, Jenkins Plays This. He's been solid for me.
So
got some-
shout out.
to you. Yeah, yeah. And so okay, you're welcome, JJ, for the opinion. You have a bully. Wow. Yeah, I mean that's the thing. I mean, bullies get this bad rap, but they're more harmful than any other dog. You know, it's all about it's all about the owners and how much work they put into making sure they have a good dog. And I see somebody.
Connie Corso, he is a drool bot. He is like, we keep towels in every corner that we're in the house because it's this thick loogie. It's gross, honestly, but we love him to death, and it's everywhere, especially, and you have to be super mindful because he will find you immediately after he drinks or eats. He's a big slobber.
Hey, Victoria, tell Tremel hello for me. Tell him what's up. Tell him get his butt back here and hang out with us.
I'm like,
I know he's there.
Dad's in play mode. I'm in serious mode. Hey, what's up, cousin? But I think that our Rottweiler has a little bit of drool. It's mostly clear. It doesn't have that thick loogie kind of consistency. And our little dog, you don't notice drool at all. I do believe that they all drool. They all have mouths, and they, make all this grossness. But you definitely want to make sure that you are prepared for the dog that you get. Lots of people ask us about getting dogs, and our push is do the research. Make sure the dog you get
please do the research.
matches the lifestyle that you live, not the lifestyle you hope to live, the lifestyle that you actually live. If you are a very active family and can handle a very active dog, get it. What I love about Rottweilers is they have energy when they need it. But after you exercise them and feed them and everything, give them a little bit of love, they are just cuddle bears and couch potatoes. Like, they just chill. That matches our life a lot better. We think Dobermans, I've seen a couple of Dobermans and met some families with some Dobermans. I think they are gorgeous dogs as well. It's just a higher energy. And just for our lifestyle right now and what we have going on, that just doesn't match. So not only do I recommend you do the research for the breed, but if you're getting a specific breed dog or even just a litter at all, if you're getting a litter at all, always ask the breeder if you can go watch the dogs play and interact, so that you can pick the dog whose personality matches yours.
Hey, Victoria, thanks for tuning in. I appreciate you.
So no.
Yeah,
So
they're getting ready to
he's
turn up a little bit here.
Yeah, they're a little turned up. He is definitely being the annoying baby brother. He is poking the bear. So
Literally poking the bear.
and then here comes the
Hey, and
regulator.
thank you, JJ, for subscribing. I appreciate you so much. Also, please go check out Jenkins. I mean, he seems like a cool guy. Check out his channel. If you like it, subscribe.
We all learn from each other. But I would say that, when it comes to breeds, like, you have to know what you're getting and know what the breed standard is, but still recognize that each dog is an individual and they're going to feed off of your energy. They're going to feed off of the training that you put into them. And it's kind of like getting a new puppy is like getting a new baby. Like, there's a lot of prep. Wait, I missed it.
Hey, Tramel, what's going on?
I was like, I'm like, it's like getting a new baby. It's like you have to do the prep work. You have to get all the things that you need and be prepared to just adjust to their schedule and meet their needs and be responsible and be receptive. And like, it's a lot of work, but I will tell you that the effort and the work and the research that we put into these dogs, I know there are people that like don't even think about it. They just grab a dog off the side of the street or whatever, but for us it has just given us just the reward of seeing, despite the stereotypes, despite the fear, when you tell somebody you own a Rottweiler and a Cane Corso, they act like you told them you own two lions. But I promise you that's not our day to day. Even when they sound loud and they're arguing, it looks like it sounds loud and aggressive because they're big dogs. They have big voices, but really they're playing. They're having a good time, and they'll do that. And then like 30 seconds later, they'll kiss each other. They'll run around. They'll smile. They'll lick you. It's not an aggressive thing. It's just how they burn energy. Unfortunately, they can't play Xbox like a lot of other people.
Okay, so Tramel, you got a question? Serious question. Did you say that Cane Corso was good if allergies stuff? That's a good question because, he sheds a lot. Actually, all three of these dogs shed quite a bit.
Don't get fooled by short-haired dogs. Short-haired dogs shed.
Let me give you a close-up on his coat here to see what we're working with. So, he's got short hair, but he sheds like crazy. So, we have those robot vacuums, and they are constantly running. We need a new one. But as far as allergies, I haven't really heard too much about people being allergic to a particular breed like a Cane Corso. I'm sure that everyone's different, so you could get one and be allergic to your own dog, or or you can get another one and it may not be allergic. So I'm sure it's got an individual thing. But you're more than welcome to come to the house and and see how you react to homeboy. So,
But I will say that.
but that shedding is a real thing. It's a real thing, and you really got to stay on top of it because hair is all over the house, man. I constantly run the robot vac, and I'm constantly sweeping. It's a fact of life.
Wait, don't step there.
Oh, okay. Somebody left. Let
Like
her
a
do.
present.
Let her do. So Thomas the Beast, what's going on?
I'm gonna replace their water.
How are you?
Um,
Stupid stuff. I'm going to drink an entire bottle of hand sanitizer. Stupid stuff. Why are you gonna do that? Tell stupid stuff. Don't do that. Say don't drink a whole bottle of sanitizer.
Come over here.
But unless you're referring to okay, wifey wants me to come over here. What's up?
One thing I want to point out is that, especially as we get into these warmer months, that you need to have water available when your dogs hang out. Unfortunately, we have a friend that lost a dog recently due to heat stroke. Please make sure that you always have water available. They can't tell you they're thirsty. And make sure you're changing it out regularly. We just put a big bowl out here. And just make sure every time you come out here, you're refilling it so they have access to clean water. I think sometimes it's the little things, and we don't want to put anybody through that kind of heartache or have to,
For sure. Hey Jenkins, I saw you said your uncle had two dogs. You didn't tell me their names. Oh, sorry. You said Gigi and Cookie. Oh, that's cool. What kind of dogs did you say they were? Perfis from France. Wow. How are you from France?
Internationals.
What's going on? Howdy from the United States, Texas. Howdy. Yeah, they're just kind of circling around right now. It's a nice time to be out. The weather's not so bad. The sun's kind of retracted, and so this is a great time to be out.
So, but
Cookie and
I
okay,
love those names. Cookie, I love that name
they
for
look
a
like
puppy.
Missy. Okay, cool.
I said, do they have the audaciousness of Missy? Missy is, she thinks she's 10 times her own size.
Yeah, are they like alpha dogs too? Cause the little dog over there,
The regulator.
she's the regulator alpha, Missy misdemeanor.
What do you think?
Yummy dogs. Okay, somebody said, oh, let me see. What do you mean by yummy? Oh, okay, now I think that's Reese. Reese Puffs. Okay. She can say they lazy. Oh yeah.
Oh,
Well,
wow.
what do dogs have to worry about, right? If we do our job, they
I-
really shouldn't have to worry about
So
anything.
dogs and they live it up. Now, if they had to be on their own hunting stuff down, life is a little bit different. But our dogs, like, we had a situation where the gate was wide open. They're not even trying to go anywhere.
Yeah, no, they
They
know where
will
they're.
protect their territory. They will protect, our space. But as far as being quick to jet out, and that's one thing that in your research, if you're thinking about getting any type of dog, but definitely a bigger dog that has that fear factor and people are going to react different to them. Make sure if you are getting a dog that has a tendency to wander and run, that you are exercising them properly to kind of wear them out. Um, I know our babies are
Oh,
spoiled.
hive ads. Come on, man.
Uh,
You go make me say red or blue. Hive. Look, man.
what are y'all arguing
If
about?
I choose one side, every half of the people are gonna be mad. I choose the other side, the other half are gonna be mad. Man, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna tell you
We're
what that
keeping
is.
friends.
We're trying to keep all our friends right now.
Trying to keep
My
friends.
channel's a little bit too small for me to start getting real polar like that.
Or we just not those people. But I'm just so I mean it's definitely
Okay,
I
Reese, don't eat my dogs, man. Come on now.
they are
They're
we
not
call
edible.
we call them delicious. We call her Stormylicious because she's just a beautiful baby. But the reward for taking care of your dogs, I'm
Man,
missing the question. Sorry,
man,
I'm not where.
Tramel, you need to Tramel, have all that rain come here, please. We need that rain. I mean, look at my grass over here is dormant. It's the beginning of summer and it's already dormant from all the heat. Any rain that can come our way, we gladly take it because this irrigation right here is costing a pretty penny.
The dogs thing is here for them though.
Can you pet them? Yeah, sure. Which one? Tell me which one. Do you want a big girl here? This is from Hive. Hive wants me to pet you. So Hive sending you some love, and you too, big boy. It's from Hive. Hive
Thank
ads.
you, hi.
Jenkins says, "Short tail, I bite." Mhm. Thank you. All of them. Okay, now we got to get little Missy. There you go. This is all from Hive, so y'all can
Thank you, Hive.
thank
Hive
Hive.
sends his love for the babies. Big giant
Thank
100-pound babies.
thanks, Rami.
Good
Appreciate it.
girl.
We love them too. They're cute.
Yeah, unfortunately, they know we love them.
Yeah. What song do you have, Reese? What you got? Paul, I don't. We don't really have any plans right now to add another puppy to the pack. I mean, they are a lot of work. I'm telling you, and the more you have, the less you can,
I
the less
said,
time you can spend with each one. So I think we're maxed out right now.
I'm easily tempted. I love dogs, so
Yeah.
I'm working on it. It's just the amount of hours that we have to spend away from them makes it a little bit challenging. But I'm like, it would take very little for me to grab two.
Hey, I don't know that song, big. Oh, Hive, thank you. I appreciate that. Thanks for the super chat. It's I'm not familiar with that the SEK, but thank you so much. You are very much appreciated for that. But I'm not sure what Big Randy. I don't know that song. You may have to give me some lyrics. They should have a swim day. Jenkins, I'm telling you, this girl right
Yeah,
here,
we can show you.
she is a
Water
water
dog.
dog.
I'll
She
show
is a
you.
oh, you gonna let her?
I'll show you. Come here,
Okay,
Stormy.
okay. Wife is gonna take him. But thank you so much, Hive. You okay? There you go.
Good girl.
So she will. I don't know if she's gonna take off swimming just yet, but she loves water. Yeah, it's a good song. Well, you know what, Reese, I'm gonna look it up. You know, I might sing it for you next time.
Sample it a little bit.
Oh, thank you. So Hive gave us that money because we pet the dog. So
Oh, that's sweet of her.
Hive,
Thank
you
you for the
Hive,
thank you
you
for the support.
thank you so much.
We will make sure it goes to some good places for the babies.
Yes, for sure. It's gonna go towards their tummies because they're endless, bottomless pit there.
Well, actually, it's just Rain at the bottom. Of the
Okay,
pit.
Rain is a bottomless pit.
He's still growing, I think.
So yeah, okay, Paul. Yeah, I know you're talking about Lucia. That okay? So for everyone who doesn't know, my coworker has Rain's sister. Okay, that's enough butt sniffing. Um, Lucia, and
She's
yes, and
gorgeous.
Lucia is going to be having some puppies in the future, and I
Well,
don't.
we're about not quite a year out from that.
Yeah, I mean, I've been telling people, like I know Tremel was asking me about it, about how much do y'all spend away from them on average day. I heard it kind of because have separation. Okay, yeah, Tremel, let me talk about that because that is a real issue. But to answer Paul's question, I don't know if we're gonna be able to get puppies from Ozzy the Conde Corso's owner, but I think we're good for now. But like I said, my cousin Tremel, I think he was in the market or will be in the market in the future, so I let him know about that. And they're great dogs, man. We know the temperament, so there's those puppies are gonna be
They're
amazing.
solid, but they have a good energy. Like they're engaged, but they're not needlessly aggressive. They're not anxious and scared. They pay attention. We say he is always on paw patrol. Like he checks everything coming and going.
Yep. So, oh, thank you, Hive. So he's Hive said Hive ad said it was $13 in Swedish currency. Well, awesome. Thank you so much.
Cool.
That's going towards those puppies. We appreciate you. And oh, Jenkins, you said rest in peace. No one subscribed. Okay, if y'all wouldn't
Send some love
mind,
that way.
please send Jenkins plays this a little bit of love. I would appreciate it. I mean, we're all small, you know, so we appreciate any subscribers that we can get. So if you're not doing anything and just chilling, please go to Jenkins plays
Just
this.
try it out. Get him some views.
Give him some love.
So you were gonna address the separation.
Yeah. So yeah, Tramel. So what we do is we actually hired a pet sitter, and so she comes twice a day and kind of bridges the gap because we do work long hours. Oftentimes we leave
We are
early. We don't
gone.
get home till after 6 sometimes. So we do have people come check on our dogs, and I know it costs money, man. It's not cheap. So
But she's amazing.
she's
We
worth it.
love her. We love her. Like she is a former vet tech. Like she knows what she's doing. And my thing about it is like, we've had the other situation happen where you get somebody that's supposed to watch your dogs and they don't do anything. They don't interact with your dogs. They don't do. It's like hiring a babysitter. You want a babysitter that's good for your kids. And our sitter is amazing with all three of our dogs. She's not overwhelmed. She knows each of their personalities. She has a plan. She will report out on anything that she sees, any concerns or anything like that. She even rescued a bird that had flown into the window, which was crazy. But what we do is we have a dog door that the dogs are allowed to utilize throughout the day. Our big dogs can go through it without issues. When Missy was younger, she was able to go through the door that we had at that time, but she's got a little bit of arthritis in her shoulder, so she's not really down for pushing a door open. So she will tend to wait for us to let her out or wait until they're standing in the way and holding it open. So we definitely have the door, so we leave water at their disposal so they can drink. Um, and then we have the doggy door that they can go in and out of. Um, but we break up the time with our pet sitter doesn't just keep them all day long. We did try doggy daycare at one time. Honestly, doggy daycare did not work for us, and that our dogs, I don't know, they prefer us. I don't know, like they would just sit there the whole time and not engage with the other animals. So it just wasn't worth it for us. It wasn't worth the cost. But our sitter comes and checks on them, plays with them, waters them, feeds them. You know, she'll trim their nails. She'll give them belly rubs. She's created like, I don't know, it's like some type of doggy tea. I don't know what you call it, but she's just amazing. We are very, very thankful for her.
Yeah. So if you are lucky enough to get somebody that can help you out, especially if you got these big dogs like this, they're worth the money. Just spend it. Your dogs are happier. They know that there's always someone close by that can help them out. So yeah. So that hopefully that answers your question. And I know everybody's not interested in going to that extreme. So
Our days are just long enough that
we just
we
yeah,
need, in order to keep them from, because the thing about it is dogs that are bored and don't get that interaction become destructive, and that's
exactly.
one thing that we really did not want to have. We are in a newer subdivision, and we have a new house, and we just did not want our dogs to, I mean, but honestly it was not fair to agree to own them and not give them a good life. So dogs that don't have the interaction, that don't have the support, become destructive. They find other things to tear up. Whenever my husband is videoing shots, you see toys everywhere. Yes, we have spent a grip on toys. We get
And
toys
that's a
from.
good thing to bring up because Jenkins was asking if they like footballs. I think she'll bite a football. I mean, we don't
They
have.
like
I don't
more
think
the
we.
Nerf. They like
Yeah,
to think
like
so,
some a flat football. She's cool with. She'll
but not
tear.
like a inflatable. So the thing about our dogs is they like things they can tear up.
Oh, and Allie, I didn't hope I didn't skip you. I said hi.
Hi, how
Hopefully,
are you
hi,
doing?
hi, Allie. You were here on my last stream. Um, Thank you for coming back. I appreciate you.
So thank you. No, we when we talk about engagement and destruction and things like that, we have a lot of different types of toys. I will tell you that the first time we expanded our pack, I would buy 3 of the exact same toy. They're like little kids. They don't really care about the specific toy. They just want the toy because the other one has it. So I stopped driving myself crazy and I just buy what I know they're interested in. The caveat to that is you have to watch with toys that are easily chewable. What you don't want to run into is your dog chewing and ingesting parts of the toy. So be very mindful. There are toys that say they're tough and say they're indestructible. We own a Connie Corso and a Rottweiler. None of the toys are indestructible. They will destroy the toys.
Yeah, and
It
that's
just
okay.
takes a little bit
It's,
longer.
and that's okay for them to kind of tear up a toy or whatever. I think that I'd rather them tear up a toy than tear up my couch
Or a shoe.
or a pillow. Yeah, so go for it. Yeah, Jenkins. I mean, I'm not. Again, I'm a small channel as well, and so I hear you. When you have 464 subscribers, you feel like man, like everything counts, and like you're working extremely hard to get few numbers. And I don't know, my experience has been, just keep going, keep posting. People will eventually notice, and then once it gets around, um, then you'll start getting those subscribers.
That
So
community, I think what's really helped is meeting other dog lovers like what you're doing right now. Jenkins is just connecting with other dog lovers, and you get things from their channel, they get things from your channel, and that traffic and that shared
yeah,
interest like just spurns it for both of you guys.
for sure.
I think that it really does help.
And I would say also, Jenkins, I did a video 6 months ago, and if you kind of go back to my older stuff on my shorts, I'm kind of I like comedy type stuff, and so I put a lot of effort into making the dogs look cool and did voiceovers and all that good stuff, and I was having a blast doing it, but it felt like people did not care. And I'm like, maybe I'm not funny, and that may be the truth. Maybe I'm not that funny. But I was just like, I was discouraged. No,
Aww.
no, I'm serious. I was like, dang, that was a pretty good video, and then nobody liked it, you know. But 6 months later, it gets picked up for some reason. Somebody watches it, a couple more people watch
And
it,
they share it
and then
out.
for some reason, YouTube will like, the algorithm will let it play, and people are like, oh, that's cool, you know. Like I don't know if you've seen my, I did a video where Storm and Rain were like walking by, and they were shaking their bodies simultaneously. So I looped that and added some music to it. I thought that was the most funniest thing in the world. And I got like 1,000 views. I was like, really? I mean, and nothing wrong with 1,000 views, but I was really kind of discouraged. But a couple weeks later, it picks up and people are watching it. So yeah, so don't be discouraged. Keep at it. I mean, like I said, I do know some bigger YouTubers. Like I said, Ozzy the Connie Corso, his station. I say his station, but the
His
owner
owner's station.
channel, they have like 77,000. And so,
And they've
but
been
she,
active for about 2 years, I think.
yeah, and she posts almost every day. So, um, yeah. My favorite breed is a Cane Corso. So Paul is saying that my favorite breed is a Cane Corso, but your little dog is cute. You can tell she's the alpha. Yeah, I mean, I've got a couple videos where she's, regulating, Hey, Jamie HVAC, morning from
Hey.
Scotland.
Wow. Hi, guys.
Hey, I would love to go visit Scotland.
I was like, oh,
Morning, puppers. Jamie
yeah.
says hi from Scotland.
Says I can't do
Jamie
a good
says hi from
Scottish
Scotland.
accent, but hi, how are you guys doing? No, the little one is the boss, and most people I talk to, the little one, I guess they just have a bigger incentive to ensure that everyone knows they're there and everyone knows that they are getting their way.
Jamie said it's great in Scotland. I don't know. Has anyone else been to Scotland?
I would love to go. It's on my
I
bucket
bet.
list.
How is the weather there? I bet it's way better than it is here. Like the summertime here in Texas, it gets like
Sweltering.
90 to 100. I think we busted. What did we get? Over 100 for 70 days last year. 70
So we
days.
haven't quite
100
cracked.
degree
We haven't
triple
quite cracked
digits.
100. It just feels like 100 with all the other humidity factors.
Yeah, it's really hot in here, so I bet the weather's better there.
Okay, I'm getting bit.
Are you getting bit? Okay, so
So
we may have to
shut it down.
shut it down because
We
it's
just appreciate. Well, I like the nice thing, and I will say that for people that are thinking about adopting dogs, if you have the ability and capacity to adopt multiple dogs, I will say it's not that it's easy. It's challenging. It's like having twins and triplets or whatever else. But one nice thing about it is you don't get that loneliness that happens when you only adopt one dog and then you have to step away. They always keep each other going, keep each other entertained, and they build that friendship provided they get along. And it actually makes our little dog happier. Well, most of the time because they play with each other and leave her alone.
well, Jenkins. That rain in Garland, Texas. Yeah, yeah. I've got some friends that they keep complaining about that weather.
Stop.
Hey man, watch where you going, knocking mommy over. But
Hey. Good boy.
he needs to get a toy.
Here, just get toy over here.
See how active he is. He'll jump on you. You have to make him not jump on you. But yeah, I've got some friends that are really upset with the weather, and so he's starting mess today. You're starting trouble. Storm may snap at you, boy.
Rain. Sorry, my bad. I didn't throw it high enough. He
Here, let me-
ran into Missy.
All right, there you go.
She wouldn't fill it on it.
Look, he's just full of energy for some reason. Yeah, so yeah, they're complaining. They can't even leave their house because it's so flooded up there. So be safe out there. So Jamie said it's 15 degrees Celsius, up to 22. So you know how us Americans are. We don't understand anything if it's not like Fahrenheit. But it's, yeah, I think that's a temperate climate. It's about what, 70, 60, 70? Help me out. I don't do math. I don't do. Oh, he's peeing on the toy. Come on, boy. Come on, dude. Really?
He's peeing on everything.
Dude, he is really acting up today.
He is showing his other side. So, I will say that. Oh, we were talking about getting. What are the questions that popped up?
Yeah, I get distracted. So wifey's here to help me stay.
See,
Wait, where's Duck at, man? I wish Duck was here too to help us out because she was driving me crazy last time because she was like, "You're not staying on subject." Okay.
yeah, that no, he doesn't. Don't worry about it. He doesn't. So my thing about it is it keeps conversations going. But the thing is, my background, I can jump into your conversation, jump back out.
So Jamie, yeah, I hear you. Jamie says adopt, don't breed. There's plenty in the pound that needs.
Absolutely, especially
Yes,
especially the
yes.
bigger dogs. And the thing about it is rehabilitating a bigger dog is just like, I don't know. I mean, there are a lot of practices that we've learned since then. Our two big dogs came from friends and friends of friends, which is what worked out well for us. Um, but honestly, in retrospect, there are so many dogs that are just left for nothing in
Oh yeah.
shelters.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, I would love to get a rescue dog. We've talked about getting vet dogs that are retired from service or duty. And then the it's just it's like my thing about it is I really feel like if I had infinite time, I'd have a whole pack of dogs. I'd live on a huge ranch and just have nothing but dogs.
Retirement goals. Paul, yeah. Do we plan on neutering Rain? We've been talking about that, and I've been talking with my coworker a little bit about that too, because I do know that there's, you know, he has such great genes, and I know we're talking about rescue and now breeding again, right? And I think, if you could have more dogs like him out in the world, I think the world would be a good place. So that would be
We
cool if we could do
it's a
that.
it's we haven't decided yet. The thing about it is, one thing that we learned in our research is, especially with the male dogs, I mean, they start talking typically about spaying and neutering dogs when they're like 6 months old as puppies. She peed on it.
Jenkins talking about feed Missy, she will eat you. That's what Duck was saying last time.
Yeah,
Is that
Missy does not play. I was like, she's tiny, but I feel like you're in more trouble with her. But I was going to say that with Rain, like even, in hindsight, we wish that we hadn't, in some ways, hadn't spayed Storm just because it's a tough call. My biggest concern as an owner is just, that drive to breed causing them to make unsafe choices. And so we're always aware, always keeping that at the forefront of our mind, that they don't get involved in that. And, but he is a great dog. He comes from a really great lineage.
Oh yeah, yeah, Meredith. She's in. Paula, do you know Meredith? She comes on occasionally. She knows a lot about um, kind of the kennel where his parents are
where he
from.
originated from.
Yeah, so I mean, there's a couple people in here that are familiar with. I always draw a blank when I try to say the name of the kennel, but anyway,
It's a good lineage.
co- Oh, good gracious! I'm terrible with that stuff. Usually I'm concerned about just the behavior of my dog and just make sure they're having a good time. But I should know the kennels which their parents come from because they're pretty. That's pretty famous. It's pretty cool to say those things.
So we'll bring it back. We'll bring you back with clarity.
Yeah.
But no, I think that I
Jake-
want to make sure I'm not missing any questions because of.
Yes, thank you, Paul. Custody knows. Yes, thank you. So yeah, it's a pretty
Shout
well
out,
known.
Paul. Thank you.
Yeah, Paul, you're in the know. Do you know Meredith though, by chance? And y'all are fans of or subscribers for Ozzy the Cane Corso channel, right? Is that how y'all know that? Oh, you know the breeder? Whoa.
Cool.
Okay.
So
Wow.
we
That's awesome. Yeah, I need to sit down and actually learn that. I'm one of those people that, you have a cool thing, but you don't know anything about it. I do know something about it, but
he downplays a lot. But I mean, my thing about it is they're great dogs, but they're great dogs because of the time that He's
Yeah,
spent with them. Like they love. One of our favorite stories is, we're like he says, we're in Texas, and sometimes you want to build a fire pit, and he was trying to set up the wood and everything to build a fire pit. And as he's putting logs and sticks in the fire pit, the dog. This is of course before it was lit. The dogs are steadily taking it out. They're helping Dad.
yeah. So I guess another way of kind of maybe summarizing what you're saying is that you could have all the genes in the world, but if you don't train your dog, if you don't spend the
Spend that time.
time and love on your dog and do the right things, then you're just kind of
You have a great dog that's horrible, or you can turn a
yeah.
horrible dog into an amazing pet.
So yeah,
So, I mean, like I said, I think it's just really important. Like, they're happy, they're content, and this is, they have space to run, space to be, and everyone is in their own spot. One thing I want to point out is that when my mom comes to visit, she brings her Yorkie, and we have this running joke that her Yorkie turns into a dog because she's around other dogs. Now, 360 other days of the year, it doesn't act like a dog at all. But here it runs, it rolls in the grass, it eats dog food, it acts like a dog. So
Jenkins like Storm, five eats of food. No, Rain, I want one extra. Yep, and then Rain runs away with the food. Yeah,
pretty much.
yeah. You can already see how it runs in our house. This guy, he wants to go eat her food first before he gets to his food, and I have to always chase him out. No, that's not your food. And so then he'll say, oh, okay, he'll goes back to his kennel,
Well,
and then
but
she moseys around and gets to her food. But
but
I would say,
Storm is more like her mom. Her mom does that with the other dogs that live at her household.
oh,
So
okay.
Storm is a lot like her mom in that she will she'll let others, depending, let them eat
But
first.
I will say this, guys. I know Wifey was talking about protein and stuff earlier in the food. One thing that I want to do is I want to start getting into supplementing their diets with maybe some more whole foods. I keep watching people talk about organ meats, and if you have any advice on, maybe how I could come up with something to add. I don't have a lot of time to be making my own kibble every single day. I'll figure that out when I retire. But I'm thinking about adding maybe some carrots or something fresh into with their kibble. I think that would help them out.
They love, well, I mean, they already love
So,
carrots.
and maybe some organ meat, like some liver, like some raw liver, throw that in there. So when I do that, hopefully I can let you guys see if it works out. So, wifey, are you heading in? Okay, so
I enjoyed spending this time with you guys. Thank y'all for showing so much love and support. We love the opportunity to share our babies with you. So they're just amazing dogs, and if you are privileged to be able to own one, you know, it's an experience you won't forget. It's nothing you can take for it. Like, they're just amazing dogs. He watches Paw Patrol. He watches everything.
he's nosy. Jenkins wants to challenge Missy. Hey, Missy, you got a challenger? You ready to fight for Alpha? Fight. Well, that's about as much fight as you'll get out of Alpha from her.
She's on a mission. She caught scent
Uh,
of something.
oh man, you guys are wonderful. Thank y'all for hanging out with us. Special thanks to Hive, all the way from Sweden. I mean, I wouldn't imagine that someone from Sweden would be on our stream, but thank you for coming. And I'm gonna try to make this a more regular thing where we come home and let y'all pet on my dogs. And she's a track star. Yeah, that's my star right there. But yeah, thank y'all for coming and hanging out with us. It's gonna get dark pretty soon. But I'm gonna try to do this more regular. Try to come back and let y'all, like I said, play with my dogs, interact with my dogs, ask questions. Thank y'all, and thanks Jenkins for being Jenkins. So one more time, if y'all are bored and have nothing to do, please check out Jenkins plays this, and I'm gonna check out as soon as I log off. I'm gonna go to his station and check him out. So appreciate you for interacting with us. Thank you, cousin. Love you. Thank you for asking great questions. And thank you, Paul, for all your wonderful input. Hope to see you next time. Thanks for the information. Allie, Jamie, thanks for coming and hanging out with us for a little bit, Jamie. And if I missed anybody, thank y'all again. Allie, good to see you again. And Reese Puffs, don't lay a finger on my dog. Don't be eating my dogs. Reese. Okay, y'all have a good night. Bye bye.